Alright, so today we're working on the Bodco Shit tank. Got my friend JC here. He's back from college since the coronavirus.
Oh yeah, brother.
So he's got nothing better to do, so he decided to come over and help weld the shit tank up. Putting a whole new floor in it. We're welding in the 1/8" steel, kind of because it's thick enough to hold for a while, but it's thin enough so that we can still bend it. And we got to go from the very back all the way to the front. It's a 4,000 gallon shit tank. So it's going to be a long and shitty process. Alright, so we got the second plate in. This is probably the most pain in the ass part. We got her done. It took 4 jacks. We got this one holding up that back corner. And then we got the second one holding up this corner to get it flush up. Then this jack, and then we got one more holding up the other part. It's pretty crazy. It's not the most OSHA approved, but we got her in there, and JC's gonna tack weld her in and then hopefully weld it. So JC just went home for the night. We got those 2 plates set in, and since he left, I figured I'd just show what it kind of looks like. He's got this whole right side right here welded in. It's really shitty welding to have to do because it's all overhead, but for being above your head, it looks pretty good. And it's also just holding shit, so there is nothing to complain about. Because nobody likes welding above their head, especially when you gotta deal with a shit tank. So we got these 2 plates in. They're 2 4-foot sections. We're kind of doing it in 4-foot sections because we don't want them too long, because then it's gonna be heavier to deal with, and it's already a pain in the ass enough, so dealing with too much weight is not something we want to deal with. And then, yeah. You almost done with the ship pump out there?
Yeah, I'm gonna put some nuts for it.
All right. And we just got that bowed around nicely. We just got from the middle now all the way to this front hopper. So I think probably like another 10 feet. And then we should have the whole floor done, and maybe there's some to do on top. We'll have to check later. The other side so I can use the welder. Alright. Oh, I got it in the corner. You gotta pull towards you. Yep, right there. Okay, let go.
Is it okay?
Oh yeah. Now you get the light.
I won't. Ready to fall off.
Wait. Yep. The shaft is the other one that doesn't slide off.
The other one's too short, too long.
Okay.
Stick it in. See what happens. Okay.
Yep.
All I can do is slide off.
Well, we're making it fit.
What does that mean?
We're making it fit. That's exactly what I meant.
Good.
Oh man. You can't. We'll have to work the weld.
Fuck no, I'm gonna weld it. I'm gonna push it right up after the weld.
Okay, well.
I can weld the front, I can weld the back.
So we got the bottom in. Christop's working on welding this plate in that we just bowed, and then I'm gonna go up top, and there's some new sheets we're gonna put up top here. All right, so we're up top. We're gonna put a 4x8 sheet here because 4 feet is perfectly at the top right here where before it goes down.
She's a little bit loosey.
I welded it here last year, but we're just gonna put a new sheet on since it's loose. And the back here, she's real rough.
I'm just gonna change the whole thing. Put some slabs of steel down the bottom.
I think if I stepped hard enough, I could go through, and there's already holes around. So I'm gonna cut this whole square off. I'm gonna cut this off so we can reuse it. And then the 4x8 sheet will go from this nice thick sheet we put on a couple years ago right to the back. It'll be easy weld.
Got Philip doing an oil change over there on the loader. 938.
Alright,
It's going
it
down.
fell in.
That's fine.
Now we got a nice square hole. Alright, Christoph got the bottom done yesterday, as you saw, and then we got done cutting all the top stuff off, the holes. Ferdy's out going to get a couple more 4x8 sheets so that we have them to just lay there and weld them on. And while we're waiting for him, we decided to start working on the back right here. We did a bunch of hitting, as you can see, like this, where we saw rust build up. We got holes here, so we're gonna plate this in. We haven't checked the top one yet. Maybe we'll have to do that too, but we checked here. There was a nice big hole. This was all rotted out. So we're made this right here. That's all good up there. It's just rusted, but, and then the bottom right here has some holes. We had to do that last year. And then this rotted out over the winter while it was sitting. So we got this plate made over here. And then I just gotta grind a little bit of rust, or not rust, torch splatter off, and then we'll get that welded on. Got the sheet up here. Just cutting out little things. I'm gonna get her in place. Got a couple more things to cut out, and then I'm gonna weld it in. Birdie's welding that in. Christoph's cutting that sheet in half. It's gonna go on this side. I'm just gonna stop like right here. We're using a shorter sheet that we use somewhere else, and we're just trying to save steel, so it won't be as long. Don't matter. It's gonna cover up the holes, and then the other half will go over here once I get that cut off. Getting her done. Oh boy, Furry's bragging over here. Showing the bead. Showing the bead. Get some light on it.
Shut up.
Show him the bead. So we made a lot of progress today, I'd say. We are almost done the top. Right now, I'm working on getting a plate cut out for here. There's all a bunch of holes right here. It's gonna come out to where I marked it. I'm just gonna grind that. We're not doing the whole thing because I'd need a bigger sheet. I don't have one, so this will have to work. And Jason's up here. He's almost done the top. We got the back all done. For some reason, there's no hole yet. He's welding that in. So hopefully tomorrow we'll have this all done and we can start painting it. So it's the next day. We got all the patching done. So what I'm doing right now is these manure guards. Just I'm gonna beat them straight. And then we're making the square for the top, the fill port. Birdie's welding it up.
I think we're out of wire.
I gotta check. Got the box all welded. We're putting it up. Yeah. You need the chalk. Now that we got it up here, we're gonna put it in place, chalk it out, then cut the hole out, and then we put these lips on it so that when it falls down, it doesn't fall into the tank.
Just marking it out on the inside. Remove it after, torch it out, and slap it in.
Furry's out here welding, or not welding, he's torching the hole out. He's blowing holes in my ship. And once he's got that in, we can set this square filling port in. He's almost done. Now we ain't gonna be able to catch it. It's gonna fall into the tank, so we will have to get that out before we put the square on. But it is what it is. We'll have to deal with it. We almost got it. Hopefully that didn't put a hole in the bottom. Oh, I'd be so mad. We're in the final last couple steps here. She's about to fall in, we're hoping. She's gonna be tight. Tap it in. Maybe not. Your torches. He tapped it in. So that's pretty much it. All right, we got her in. She is snug. Our little bracket saved the day because she freaking fell when she dropped. So he's gonna weld it on. So we got the tank all welded and spout back on, as you can tell right here. As of now, other than painting it, she's ready to go. I mean, if we wanted to spread tomorrow, we could with it, even if we didn't paint it. We've done it before, it doesn't really bother us. But since we can't start spreading until April 1st, we're gonna move this tank over to there. We gotta clean it up a bunch. My niece and nephew, yeah, they went to town and they made a mess, but we'll get that cleaned up and then we'll put this tank over there. We gotta go through some wheel bearings on it, change one stud that snapped, and then that's it for this tank. We'll get it painted when it's over there too. And then I won't show that in this video because this is pretty much it for this one. And then when we're working on the other project, we're working on that green newer tank that you see back there behind the harrows. We're gonna be pulling that in tomorrow. We're gonna start changing the rear spout system on it. It all rotted off. So that's the next project, but that's it for this one. Thanks for watching.